Today is the anniversary of the passing of a very beloved friend and animal companion. And you never know when someone close to you passes what will emerge from your heart that's been so cracked open. And this was definitely one of the hardest transitions for myself. But in large part, the way that I embraced so much of creating, especially creating from that source of intuition, was very much inspired, called out, brought forth by this passing. There are a few pieces I'm showing here that are quite specific to Jarvis, but overall, really, that crack open, that break forth, that push of intuition being recognized through color and form and dots and dashes, very primal, instinctual developing and transition and development of my art. It all spun from the passing of Jarvis. And again, I'm just showing some pieces. Really, I kind of credit that time a time of a lot of upheaval, a lot of change. Right after he passed, it was almost right into, well, just a lot of tower moments, the typical kind, when you're starting into a deep dive of spiritual, any spiritual endeavor or just spirituality, hits you with the hard lessons, being very unceremoniously turned out, kicked out, thrown out of having a home, being bullied and from multiple sources, and finding yourself unemployed, and really through that quick burst of the tower moment, just holding it together, kind of just, you have those choices then of, do you kind of deepen your faith and dig in more, or do you let life kind of take you? I remember doing the paintings, the first paintings I did that were very Jarvis reminiscent. I had, at one point, I had a week that I could actually sublease a place to sleep, and I had a few items, but I also had some canvas, and it looked like my own little art gallery. It's basically just sleeping on a blow-up mattress that someone left for me, and but I painted. And these two were the first two that I painted. There's just something that kicks in, instinctual, when you might be searching for a home, especially, metaphorically and literally, after the person who was the home, you know, that's where you kind of kept your home, your heart, has transitioned. But I don't know, I'm just kind of reflecting today. So much has changed over the years, and the art has developed as my spirituality has deepened, and the things that come up in my life, I learn them and retain a little more grace each time. But I guess this is just in reflection, a bit in memoriam. And just to say, for anyone else whose heart was broken open by the passing of a loved one, there's so much that comes out when we're broken open. And there's tower moments that will come in your life that will get softer and softer the more aligned to your heart you are. So if you're able to kiss and hug people that you love now, do it. Pet your best friends, and just keep your heart open.